Hello, and welcome to a demonstrator to show how easy it is to build a customer churn predictor using Jiva's no-code Agentic AI platform. So we have gone over to Kaggle and we have found an open data set from Orange Telecommunications. And what we have is a whole bunch of variables such as state, account length, area code, international plan or not, voicemail plan or not, number of voicemail messages, and a whole bunch of other features and variables. And finally, did the customer leave or not? So without further ado, we will jump onto our platform and we will create a new workflow predicting customer churn. And our platform is a no-code generalized agentic AI platform. What that means is that this is an example of classification, but just as easily we can build regression, LLMs, NLPs, intelligent document processing. So the platform has nodes for everything. The platform works via nodes. So each one of these nodes does something different. So the first nodes are, you can see you can actually grab the data. Where is it? Is it online? Is it on software? Is it a local file? So all of these nodes can get the data from wherever. And then of course you've got converters. So if you need to apply AI, you might need to convert the type of data. So, for instance, if you've got CSV text, you might need to turn it into a data set or a PDF into a table to interrogate it. The platform is a generalized agentic AI platform. So that means that we do all types of AI. So each of these nodes do something different. There you've got to know that you might want to select an RSS consumer feed, which we've used for marketing purposes, but also supply chain purposes to let the client know if there's any issues with their supply chain. You've got engineering, so if you need to rescale your images or change your columns or extract or segment your images, you can do all of that sort of here. And then model training, again, we're agnostic, so it doesn't matter to us if you're looking at classification, regression, large language models, of which we've got several types, intelligent document processing, it's all there. And of course, once you've built your pipelines, you might want to send the output to somewhere else. So in this case, as we build our customer churn pipeline, once we've predicted the customer churn, we may want to set up another pipeline, which is a recommender engine on how we can get these clients that are likely to leave our telecommunications company to incentivize them to stay with things like upgrade offers or free mobile phones. So you can do that with this sort of nodes. So without further ado, let's bring the data in. You can see I've been building quite a few models. Where is my customer churn model? There it is. I'm just going to add this to the workflow. And I'm going to bring this one over here. And of course, we can always view this one as well. So here you can see the state that they were in, the account length, area code, and a whole bunch of other variables. And finally, did they leave or did they stay? There's a song there somewhere. So the next thing to do is to define what we're looking for. So first of all, we will say what all of our feature columns or variable columns are. So I've just put everything in apart from churn, which is what we're trying to predict. There you go, churn. Next thing we need to do is encode everything that was non-numerical. So any columns that were non-numerical, I'm just going to encode them using a one-hot encoder. So things like churn, the state that they were in, whether they had international plan, or for the voicemail plan. Then the next thing I'll do is just shuffle up all of the data. It's always good practice to do that. We'll split the data. So I'll use 80% to build my algorithm. I'm going to keep 20% back and blind to test my algorithm. So I'll just check that. 80%, 80. And then I'll use something called a min-max normalizer to normalize all of the columns. So here we'll normalize all of the columns with large variations. I'm just going to add all, and then I'm just going to start subtracting the ones like state, churn, area code, voicemail plan, international plan. And then finally, I'm going to add a neural network. So we'll make it 6 layers deep. And I'm going to train it 1,000 times. Then we're just going to connect up the nodes. So the data goes to the inputs and targets. We define what we're looking for. We encode everything that was non-numerical, shuffle it all up. 80% goes to build our algorithm, 20% is kept back and blind. We normalize everything that had large variations. We go into a neural network, and then we press run. And as you can see, it took us 4 minutes. The workflow is completed. And in those 4 minutes, we managed to build an algorithm with an 87% accuracy at predicting when a customer would leave. Like I said, what we'd like to do with this now is take the output and put it into another pipeline called a recommender engine. And the objective of that would be to incentivize these clients that are likely to leave with offers to get them to stay. Thank you for watching.